It's Christmas Eve, and this week we have been working or continuing to work on our suite and our library area, and you can see behind me that the floors are really transforming these rooms. We've been focusing primarily this week on getting the floors in the suite, the dressing room, and this library area prepped and sanded, and it's taken us a little bit of time because we started off with one sander that didn't do a good enough job, and so we had to kind of upgrade to a more heavy duty sander, and that's what we're working on today. But you can start to see behind me how beautiful these floors are going to be.
The floors in our suite started off covered in paint, and we quickly discovered that this floor sander was not going to be strong enough to do the job. And so after a day of working with that sander, we upgraded to a drum sander, which has worked much better. And the room was just completely filled with dust. In fact, you can see it in this video, in the sunlight, the dust in the air. But the drum sander did an amazing job of stripping off the paint and revealing the beautiful wood underneath. And you can see the difference. The floor now, all the paint is gone, the beautiful wood grain is exposed, and you can see how it's going to completely transform this room. Now, in between each of the floorboards, we still are having to work at getting all of that old dirt out, and that's all going to be replaced. And you can see here how these few floorboards that I have been working on just makes all the difference, being able to see those gaps.
You can see behind me how beautiful the dressing room floor is looking. The tub is not quite in place yet, but that's where it's going to go. And these floors have sanded up beautifully. You can really see the grain. They're in great shape. So we're very excited to go to the next step, which will be staining them and then putting a nice finish on the top to protect them. You can see here how the transition now goes into the library and the landing area, and we're now working on getting these floors all stripped and all this varnish and paint gone, and they're starting to look really fantastic.
We discovered that although they advise you to not sand against the grain, our floors were so uneven and different heights that actually sanding across the boards did a really good job of taking the varnish off. So we had to be a little bit creative as we were sanding to ensure that we could get the old stain and the old paint up so that we could reveal the wood beneath. We still have a lot of work to do, but it's really starting to come together, and we're excited to see the finished floors.
It's Christmas Eve, and we want to say a huge thank you for joining us on our Lady Smith Manor Diaries over the last 37 weeks, I think it's been. And from our home to your home, we wish you and your family a very happy, healthy, joyful Christmas. And we're looking forward to seeing you next Thursday, just before New Year. But for this week, we hope you have a wonderful Christmas Eve, a very happy Christmas Day, and a very relaxing Boxing Day. And we look forward to seeing you on our next episode of the Lady Smith Manor Diaries.